There are lots of spy agencies around the world, but which is best? Some are more well-known than others, some are more secretive, and some just don't want anyone to know they exist. That's right, here are some of the most powerful spy agencies you may have never heard of. Let's start off with one that most people probably know of. The Mossad is the National Intelligence Agency of Israel. It was founded in December 1949 and is considered to be one of the most effective intelligence organizations in the world. The reason for its effectiveness is largely due to the fact that it is allowed to do pretty much whatever it wants. This is because of the Israeli government and its prime minister having a great deal of trust in the agency. The Mossad has been involved in a lot of famous operations, such as Operation Wrath of God, where they assassinated several of the terrorists who were responsible for the Munich massacre at the 1972 Olympics. But what about the less savory operations? In 2010, it was discovered that the Mossad had broken into a hotel room in India and stolen highly classified documents from an Iranian diplomat. This was done to get intel on Iran's nuclear program. While the operation was a success, this showed that the Mossad wasn't afraid to go anywhere. They also don't seem to care if they have to work with or against other countries. If they believe it's in the best interest of Israel, then they'll do it. Number 11. RAW. RAW stands for Research and Analysis Wing. It's the Foreign Intelligence Agency of India. It was established in 1948 and is directly under the jurisdiction of India's Ministry of External Affairs. RAW is responsible for intelligence gathering outside of India. At first, their main goal was to keep an eye on Pakistan. Since then, their focus has expanded greatly. In 2005, their Director General admitted to having a presence in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Iran. It's believed that RAW played a big role in the war in Sri Lanka. It has said that RAW agents infiltrated the country to gather intel and to assist the Sri Lankan military in taking out the Tamil rebels. It's also believed that RAW has a hand in every major conflict in Kashmir. Whether they are gathering intel or actively participating in conflicts, RAW seems to have its hands full. Because of the nature of their job, they have a large amount of enemies. There have even been attempts on their Director General's life. Number 10. The Department of State Security Services. The Department of State Security Services, or DSS, is the National Intelligence Agency of South Africa. It was established in 1982 and is responsible for, you guessed it, gathering intel and counterintelligence for the state. The DSS is mostly tasked with protecting South Africa from foreign spies. They are also tasked with the protection of South Africa's president. The DSS is a relatively small organization with only about 6,000 members. Even so, they have had a lot of success. One of their greatest successes was the thwarting of an Al-Qaeda plot to bomb multiple targets in South Africa. The plot was called Operation Protea. 3 would-be suicide bombers were arrested by the DSS before they could carry out their mission. The Security Service, or S for short, is the National Intelligence Agency of Sweden. It was established in 1911 and is responsible for the protection of Sweden's national security. The S is tasked with protecting Sweden from foreign spies and also from terrorism. In addition to these things, they also protect the Swedish government and its officials. The S is a relatively new agency when compared to some of the others on this list. However, they have already had a lot of success. In 2009, they broke up a terrorist plot to bomb the Stockholm metro. 4 men were arrested in connection to the plot. And now for No 8, but first it's shout-out time. I want to give a big thank you to 2 supporters for supporting this channel. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. The Security Service, or SIS for short, is the National Intelligence Agency of Switzerland. It was established in 1902 and is responsible for the protection of Switzerland's national security. The SIS is tasked with protecting Switzerland from foreign spies, as well as from threats to its national unity. In addition to these things, the SIS also provides intelligence to the Swiss government on a variety of issues. The SIS is a relatively small organization with only about 250 employees. Despite its size, the organization has had a significant impact on Swiss society. For example, in 2001, the SIS uncovered a plot to assassinate the then president of Switzerland, Moritz. The plot was thwarted and no one was injured. Which of these spy agencies do you think is the most effective? Which one would you want to work for? Let me know in the comments section below. And while you're there, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching.